Every year, we dress up as monsters, roam dark streets, and laugh at fear. But sometimes, Halloween laughs back. It's supposed to be a night of costumes, candy, and harmless scares. Yet for some people, it turned into pure horror. Tonight, we're diving into 10 true cases where real-life murder ripped through the heart of Halloween. So dim the lights, grab your candy, and let's talk about the darker side of the spooky season. Number 10. Halloween morning in Ohio started like any other, until 16-year-old Devin Griffin came home from church. The house was quiet, too quiet. Upstairs, he found the bodies of his mother, stepfather, and brother. It turned out the killer was someone Devin knew, his stepbrother, William B.J. Liskey. He had brutally attacked his own family on Halloween night before taking his own life years later in prison. What began as a family celebration ended with one of the darkest Halloween crimes in American history. Number 9. In the peaceful town of Napa, California, 3 friends spent Halloween handing out candy and sharing wine. Hours later, 2 of them, Leslie Mazzara and Adriana Insogna, were found stabbed to death. Their killer was someone close to them, Eric Koppel, a friend's fiancé who turned himself in weeks later. His motive? Still a mystery. Even in a place as beautiful as Napa, evil found a way in. Number 8. 16-year-old Shirley Ledford accepted a ride home after a Halloween party, something she'd done hundreds of times before. But the 2 men in the van weren't just strangers, they were serial killers. Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris, later known as the Toolbox Killers, tortured and murdered young women across California. Shirley was their last victim, and her death finally led to their capture. Her story still haunts Halloween to this day. Number 7. You've probably heard the legend of poisoned Halloween candy. Here's the terrifying truth. It really happened once. In Texas, Ronald O'Brien gave his 8-year-old son, Timothy, a pixie sticks laced with cyanide. He did it to claim a life insurance payout. That boy never made it through the night. Ronald was executed years later, but his story permanently changed Halloween. Parents still check their kids' candy because of him, the man who literally killed Halloween. Number 6. In New York, 21-year-old Carl Jackson was out picking up his girlfriend's son after a Halloween party when a group of teens threw eggs at his car. Just a dumb prank. Carl got out to say something, and one of the boys shot him in the head. He died instantly. Every Halloween since, his mother sends the shooter a card that says, "I'm glad you're still there." Number 5. On the night before Halloween, 15-year-old Martha Moxley was found dead under a tree in her backyard in Greenwich, Connecticut. She'd been beaten with a golf club so violently it broke in half. Police later linked the weapon to the Skokel family, relatives of the Kennedys. Martha's neighbor, Michael Skokel, was eventually convicted, though years of trials have since thrown the verdict into doubt. Number 4. Chelsea Bruck was dressed as Poison Ivy when she vanished from a Halloween party in Michigan. For months, the community searched for her, clinging to hope. When her body was finally found, it led police to a man she'd met that night, a stranger dressed as the Joker. The case was solved, but the image of costumed monsters blending into the crowd still chills many who remember that night. Number 3. In Amarillo, Texas, a 76-year-old nun named Sister Tadea Benz was murdered inside her convent just before Halloween morning. Her killer, 17-year-old Johnny Garrett, claimed he was possessed by demons. He was executed years later. But to this day, some locals insist his spirit still haunts the prison where he died. Number 2. On Halloween morning in Delaware, trick-or-treaters walking to school saw what they thought was a decoration, a woman hanging from a tree. Horrifyingly, it wasn't fake. The woman had taken her own life the night before. For hours, no one realized the truth. That image, real tragedy mistaken for Halloween art, still horrifies locals to this day. Number 1. In San Francisco, a group of friends held an annual bar crawl called the Witch's Run. But that year, one woman, dressed as a witch, never made it home. She was found strangled in an alleyway, still wearing her costume. Police later caught the killer, another bargoer who confessed, saying Halloween had always brought something dark out in him. And just like that, what was supposed to be a night of laughter and booze turned into one of the creepiest stories the city had ever seen. Halloween's meant to scare us, but in these stories, the real fear wasn't ghosts or monsters. It was people. If you